I'm Ely. We've got another episode of Around Town with Ben and School News.
I'm David. We'll also have a quick look at sports, spring break, and spotlight one of our student clubs.
On this episode of RHS Weekly,
Juniors and seniors, prom is approaching, and if you need to check eligibility, please go to the main office or the Career Center office. There are lists available to see if you're eligible to attend. If not, you may check to see if a contract option is available for you to still attend. Here's Michael now with a recap of Frog and Toad Kids.
Hello RHS, I'm Michael Allen with some info on the RHS Performing Arts Club. Last Friday, March 6th, Performing Arts performed the Frog and Toad musical, along with additional performances for the community on March 7th and 8th. For many of those on stage, it was their first time, but that didn't stop them from putting in tremendous effort that led to an overall great performance. Good work for performers, and shout out to Lemon Swanson as Frog and Nexus Carter as Toad. Performing Arts meets every Wednesday after school in McGuire Hall from 3:45 p.m. to 5 p.m., where they read and listen to a list of musicals they'll choose from to perform in the fall. If you are interested in joining Performing Arts, contact Archer Bunner or visit them in R243. That's all from me from RHS. I'm Mike Allen. Have a good day.
we're just 2 weeks away from spring break. April 7th, the day after we're back from spring break, is the end of the current 6 weeks. Keep working hard, Red Devils. Speaking of spring break, Carly is checking up with what we might be up to for spring break.
I'm here with Mr. Wirsch. Mr. Wirsch, what are you going to do for spring break?
My friends and I travel almost every spring break, and this spring break we're going to Chile and Bolivia.
What are you going to be doing for spring break?
I have 3 baseball games to play over spring break, so I'll be doing that.
Sophie, what are you going to be doing for spring break?
I think for spring break, I don't have any official plans yet, but I'll be hanging out with my friends a lot and probably getting ready for cheer tryouts.
Mr. Kosh, what are you going to be doing for spring break?
So for spring break, we're gonna actually be down in Tampa. My wife's family lives down there. Her parents actually snowbird down there, so we'll be down in Tampa. We'll be going to the beaches and eating some good food and probably doing some shopping. So it's kind of something we do like every fall or spring break. It's a tradition of ours, and we really enjoy doing it. So we're excited.
Marlene, what are you going to be doing for spring break?
I'll probably be cheering most of the week, but I'll probably go out of town, go shop, and maybe go to Topgolf.
Miss Hicks, what are you going to be doing for spring break?
Well, Carly, for spring break, I am going to read as many books as possible, and my goal is to write like 10,000 words.
Wow.
And that's literally it. That's what I'm doing for break.
Baseball and softball trials continue next week. Be sure to speak to the coaches for all the details. Boys and girls track compete this weekend at the HSR qualifier ahead of the Indiana State indoor track meet on March 28th. Tryout packets for cheerleading are available for pickup now in the athletic office. Tryouts will be after spring break. Earlier this week, the North Central Conference announced their all-conference teams, and several Red Devils made this list. For basketball, Elijah Hubbard, first team All-NCC. Rashay Nunn, first team All-NCC. Swimming, Leighton Smith, All-NCC 100. Breaststroke and 200 individually medley. Kate Daffler, All-NCC 200 individual medley. And for boys wrestling, Robert Peacock, Richard Henley, and then for the girls wrestling, Claire Abbott, Keisha Golden. And here's Trey with the look at the forecast.
Morning RHS, here's your weekend weather forecast. Friday, expect partly cloudy skies with a high around 53 degrees and a low around 37. It will be a windy day and the temperatures will feel like 16 to 36 degrees. Saturday, expect lower temperatures with a high of only 47 degrees. It will feel like 27 to 40. Sunday, clouds move back in with a light chance of rain with a high around 66 degrees, so you might want to keep a jacket or an umbrella nearby. Monday, We start the new school week with cooler temperatures and expect snow flurries with a high around 60 degrees. That's your weather forecast for the next few days. Stay safe and have a great weekend, Red Devils.
I'm Benjamin Fullerton, and today we're not going around town. We're gonna go out of town to jungle gyms. And we're not talking about jungle gyms that you would see in parks. We're talking about jungle gyms, JIM, an international supermarket in Ohio. I went there last Saturday, and it was really cool. There is a big Campbell's soup can animatronic. There's an Elvis animatronic, which is the King animatronic from Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater in 1981. There's an idol dedicated to different types of soda pops called the King of Pop. But whatever you do, do not get the bacon soda. In my opinion, it does not taste that good. There's a mini theater that plays a history video of jungle gyms, which I also think is pretty cool. Jungle Gyms is an awesome supermarket and a cool place to find some wacky stuff. That'll be it for this one-time segment. I'm Benjamin Fullerton. Let's see what Maddox has to say on Working Title.
Hello, I am Maddox Coiner, and today on Working Title, we will be going to St. Louis for the 9 Inch Nails Peel It Back tour. For decades, 9 Inch Nails has been known for creating immersive electronic soundscapes and powerful dynamic contrast, which is the technique where the music shifts from quiet atmospheric moments to an explosion of sound, making songs like March of the Pigs and The Wretched feel even more intense and visceral. 9 Inch Nails was founded in 1988 by Trent Reznor, who began the project as a solo artist while working as a janitor and studio engineer at the Right Track Studio in Cleveland, Ohio. Inspired by Prince, Reznor began recording all the instruments himself during the studio's empty overnight hours. These demos were called Purest Feeling and got him a deal at Television Tunes Records in 1989. Over the years, 9 Inch Nails continued to evolve. Albums such as The Downward Spiral, The Fragile, and Year Zero pushed the band into new creative territory. The Downward Spiral, which is the main focus of the Peel It Back tour, is a concept album tracing a descent into addiction, alienation, and despair. It was recorded at 10050 CeeLo Drive, the infamous site of the Manson murders, which the band dubbed La Pig. There is an incredible documentary called Closure available for free on the Internet Archive, which captures the band's experience during the 3-year tour supporting the album. The Peel It Back tour is unique because it's designed to peel back the layers of the band's catalog. Reznor and the band carefully selected deep cuts, rare tracks, and fan favorites, creating a unique set list for each performance that highlights the full range of the band's catalog. For example, the St. Louis show featured The Frail and the Reptile, The Perfect Drug, and I'm Afraid of Americans, which are all played rarely. The live production is also a spectacle in itself. They use massive LED screens, projections, and dramatic strobe lighting to create constantly mutating visuals that react to every sound, emphasizing the band's signature dynamic contrast. Along with this, the subwoofers hit you like a semi, and even after the show, your ears are still ringing. If you are ever given the chance, I highly recommend seeing 9 Inch Nails live, but Trent Reznor did say he wasn't sure if they'd ever tour again. Overall, the Peel It Back tour was a beautiful journey through the band's history and a rare opportunity to experience songs that are often left off the regular set list. For Working Title, I'm Maddox Coiner.
Hello RHS, I'm Ely with Working Title, and today's music subject is the album Frizzle Fry by Primus. This album is inspired by experimental bands such as Rush and Frank Zappa, creating an interesting, rough, and unique sound that is one of my personal favorites. The lead vocalist, Les Claypool, is not only good with lyrics and writing, but also a phenomenal bass player. The band was formed in 1984 with Les Claypool, drummer Jay Lane, and guitarist Todd Huth. Lane and Huth would be replaced by Tim Herb Alexander and guitarist Laurel Lalonde by 1989. In December of that year, they'd begin recording Frizzle Fry, which was self-funded from the band's previous releases. The band would spend a year on tour with 24/7 Spy Z, The Pixies, and Jane's Addiction. The tour would lead their iconic catchphrase, Primus sucks, because an audience member said the band sucked and it stuck. In certain songs from this album, such as Mr. Know-It-All, Pudding Time, and John the Fisherman, show the band's ability to be playful and catchy. If these themes or songs catch your attention, then give Frizzle Fry by Primus a listen. Have a good day.
Looking for a way to make your voice heard and make a difference at our school?
Then you should check out the Advocacy Club this week.
Advocacy Club is all about speaking up for issues that matter, supporting others, and creating positive change in our community.
Members work together on projects, raise awareness for important causes, and help make our school a more supportive place for everyone.
Whether you're passionate about helping others, leadership, or just want to get involved,
Advocacy Club is a perfect place to start.
The club meets this week, Monday, in Mr. Ronnie's room after school.
Everyone is welcome, so bring your friend, come check it out.
Join the Advocacy Club this week.
Hello RHS, I'm David, and this week's Student Spotlight features John with Lights Out Podcast. This podcast features debates, predictions, and overall topics on Formula One and motorsports. Now, on to John.
Hey guys, this is David Hyatt, and I'm here with
John.
So John, I heard you got a podcast. What's this podcast about?
So the podcast is about Formula One. Not only do we just talk about Formula One, talk about racing in general.
What kind of racing?
Formula One, motocross, Le Mans. There's dirt racing, all kinds in general.
All right. So, how many episodes you got out already?
So far 2. We're looking to get out more. First 2 were just little samples,
Little samples. All right. So, you got a co-host or any like special guests you want to bring on?
We do. We actually have Anthony Metaflores.
Oh, yeah.
That's the co-host, and we got a few guests coming up this next episode.
All right. So, on this next episode, what's the topic?
Topic is going to be a new bingo game.
Bingo game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
New bingo game with Formula One.
Okay. Have you gotten into the F1 drafts? The F1 fantasy stuff?
Yeah, actually we have. That'll be on the next episode. Be on the look for that.
All right. So what's your favorite team? We already know.
Ferrari.
Yes, sir. All right. So you got a commercial or something you want to...
I do, actually. I think we got that next.
I think we might have to cut to that.
5 lights, and away we go. If you love Formula One, the rivalries, the drama, the strategy, and the speed, then this podcast is for you. I'm breaking down every race, every big moment, and every controversy across the grid. From Ferrari battles to McLaren surprises and championship battles. This is Lights Out and Away We Go. Follow the podcast and the socials at Lights Out and Away We Go.
Next week at RHS, Swing Dance Club will meet after school Tuesday in the Civic Hall Dance Studio. Wednesday, Spanish class members will be taking a trip to see the Amigos Flamenco Ballet in Ohio. March 19th, that's next Thursday, Show Choir will have a concert in Civic Hall. The show starts at 6:30 and everyone is invited to attend.
With spring break coming up, Rainbow Collective will not hold their normal meeting for April. Instead, they will meet April 13th after school in room R146. That will do it for today's episode of RHS Weekly. I'm Ely.
And I'm David. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube page for announcements and more. Have a great day, Red Devils.